G'day Pickleball family. First thing to know, as shared on pickleballunion.com, tennis legend Kim Clijsters and how she sees the pickleball phenomenon developing. Kim Clijsters is renowned for securing consecutive US Open victories at the Arthur Ashe Stadium in Flushing Meadows in 2009 and 2010. Her conquests were made all the more impressive as she had just returned from having a daughter. She has recently returned to the scene of her greatest triumphs, but this time for another racket sport. She was at Court 16's downtown Brooklyn venue, where she conducted a series of pickleball clinics. In her characteristic style, Clijsters provided insightful advice about players' techniques with a gentle voice and a beaming smile. Throughout the evening, she effortlessly transitioned between tennis, her initial passion, and pickleball, her newfound interest. Notably, as the co-owner of the Las Vegas Night Owls, a Major League Pickleball MLP team, supported by figures like Tom Brady and Knighthead Capital, alongside Caitlin Kerr and Callie Simpkins, Clijsters is determined to leverage her illustrious tennis career to propel pickleball to unprecedented heights. Clijsters sat down with Stephanie Liverday of Baseline to talk about her involvement in pickleball, as well as the challenges that still lie ahead for this booming sport. In tennis, I've been a player, I've owned an academy, I've been a tournament director, I've been on the board of the WTA, Clijsters says. And so to be able to use that and to learn from some of the great business people that are involved in the Major League Pickleball has been so fun and really rewarding. She talked about how she first got into the sport. It was basically, for me, moving from Europe to New Jersey during COVID. Pickleball became my social life. I know people in the area, but they were basically family or people that were related to my husband's side of the family. Her interest in the business side of the sport originated through a fellow player. Well, a few of the women that I worked with and played with, one of them worked for a bank during the US Open. And I found out that she was living in my area of New Jersey before I even moved there. But she's huge into pickleball. She calls herself Pickleball Chick on social media. But she's very involved in a lot of different organizations, works for foundations, and she's the one who got me involved with it, as well as a few other women. Pickleball's stock is rising and on and off the court, and Clijsters puts that down to a number of reasons. So I think the foundation is set. Right? I think that's the most important thing. The foundation is set, and I'm not sure the exact number, but they're saying there's something like 30 million amateurs at that level. When you have that as a foundation, it's incredible the businesses that will come out of that, like the ideas that will grow from it. I don't think we've seen anything yet. Like you see some facilities, something like this here at Court 16, and we've seen what Topgolf has done in golf. But then for pickleball, there's facilities like that coming up. To watch it, like to go to a Major League Pickleball event live, is incredible. It's so fast, their reactions, their tactics, it's so much fun to watch live. It's exciting from the first shot to the last point. But yeah, I'm curious to see how they will be able to develop the sport at the pro level. Tennis Channel is about to launch Pickleball TV, a 24/7 streaming channel that's all about pickleball. And Clijsters believes that can only benefit the sport. I think it's great, and not just for the US, but I think it's going to bring in even more people that maybe come to the States and watch it. It will grow the sport to different countries too. For example, since I've been involved, they want to talk to colleges. They want to talk to the Olympic Committee to see if pickleball can go there. So we need it to not just be in America. When I go to Belgium, like I was there last week, nobody talks about pickleball in Europe. It's not there at all. So there's still a long way to go if we want pickleball to become a respected sport within the Olympic Committee. At colleges here in America, it's going to work, but it's going to take time. But that's the fun, to figure it out and see where this can go. And If you're watching this on video on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, or Spotify and finding it helpful and informative, please be sure to dink that like button so it can be found by and shared with other fellow pickleball players. Second thing to know, as also shared on pickleballunion.com, Pickleball England national player comes to the aid of her local club. Jess Wilson, a 27-year-old structural engineer from Norwich, England, successfully rescued her local pickleball club from closure. Balancing her full-time job with a weekly playing time of approximately 20 hours per week, Wilson and 5 other volunteers managed to revive the club while also campaigning to increase its membership. The club was going to shut down if we didn't take it over, reported Abby Curran at the Epping Forest Guardian. We wanted to keep it going, so we put all our time and effort into it over the last 9 months, myself and 5 other volunteers. She added, we've now got 100 members. It's one of the oldest clubs in the UK, but after COVID, it had all fallen apart. We put 20 hours a week into it on top of working full time, which is a lot, but it's really rewarding to see people come and enjoy it. Wilson remains totally committed to the sport despite the disappointment of losing out on a medal in a tense third-place match at the recent 2023 English Nationals at Bolton Arena, where she was defeated by Molly Kubrick-Finney. Although she has played various racket sports, Wilson finds pickleball to be the most enjoyable. I've played a lot of tennis, table tennis, badminton, a lot of racket sports, but this one is the best because it's so much fun. We run our local club and it's so accessible for everyone. We get local people in playing games and it's amazing because it's something you would never get in tennis. Pickleball has experienced a significant surge in popularity in the UK over the past year, boasting around 12,000 regular players and over 450 venues across the country. The 2023 English Nationals held at Bolton Arena attracted 680 athletes, an increase from the 430 participants in the 2022 event. Jess, while acknowledging the rise in the sports standard, views the English Nationals as a crucial platform for the pickleball community to unite and enhance their skills. She sees the tournament as an opportunity to encourage more people to engage with pickleball, emphasising the continuous improvement in the sport's overall level. The English Nationals are my practice. We're trying to get more people into it. The standard is really improving. It's a completely different level compared to last year. I did reasonably well in the bronze match, but the standard has gone up a lot. Looking ahead, Jess expressed her involvement in additional tournaments, although the demanding schedule has made it challenging to balance with her full-time job. Despite the time constraints, she remains dedicated to promoting pickleball and fostering its growth in the UK. I've got a couple of more tournaments, but I've done so many this year that I've run out of time to take off work. Third thing to know, as shared on USA Pickleball official site, USA Pickleball wraps up the 2023 USA Pickleball National Championships powered by Invited and the PPA Tour. The national governing body for pickleball in the US plans to announce the future home for the national championship in the coming months. USA Pickleball, the national governing body for the sport of pickleball in the US, wrapped up the 2023 USA Pickleball National Championships powered by Invited and the PPA Tour last Sunday, November 12th. On the heels of the tournament, USA Pickleball states that it will immediately assess and announce plans for the future home of the national championship in the coming months. Through years of expertise hosting world-class events like our national championship, we understand that we must hold ourselves to a certain standard and quality of both player and fan experience. We recognise this year's national championships did not meet that standard and strongly value our community's feedback. Based upon such feedback, we look forward to sharing more details about our upcoming plans for nationals and strive to provide all players with the best experience possible, said Mike Neely, USA Pickleball Chief Executive Officer. We'd like to thank PPA staff for their hard work and partnership, and of course, the Invited team for going above and beyond to host us at such a fantastic facility. Pickleball's largest ever tournament ran from November 5 through 12 at Brookhaven Country Club in Dallas, Texas. Nearly 3,500 players competed in the 2023 USA Pickleball National Championships. More than 10,000 attendees took part in the pickleball action on Championship Sunday and enjoyed the festivities at Brookhaven, which underwent $5.3 million worth in transformative renovations and upgrades prior to hosting the tournament. Paddles up.